Morning.
We're ready to hand out the inoculation as soon as it's here. What's this? Nuka-Cola? Nice looking label, I guess. What gives? Well, I guess I should be impressed if you went to all the trouble of making it easy to take. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
You taking your sweet time with that inoculation? This is the inoculation you promised? Bottles of Nuka? You best start talking, 7-6. Ain't that a line? All right. If you're serious, then I'm down. I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
Is it done? Do they have the inoculation? You know, all your talk about the Vault-Tec training and thinking about the old days, I almost... Well, never mind. I'm just glad everything worked. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest? Wise ass. It's a vault, okay? Vault 79. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who the inoculations, they're... Now that a few other people from 76 made the trek into the mountains to find this treasure we keep hearing about. It's a vault. Vault 79. Sealed tight, with no obvious way in. The rumor mill about what's inside is running wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military. Right. Anyway, I'll meet you there.
right there.
I know there's a restricted section of the university. You think the students never noticed who comes and goes?
It does not matter what you may have seen or heard before you graduated, Overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here. We need to discuss this ridiculous request of yours. The Overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vault-Tec University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university. Nah, former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your Overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. The condition of the outside world is not my problem. I see neither of you are going to relent. Very well. There is a problem you can help me with. This university needs graduates, and while your Overseer has already been through the program, you are living and breathing enough to join this year's class.
This is ridiculous. Even if we had 4 years to waste, which we don't, the university is empty. There's no professors anymore.
Emergency protocols allow the Mr. Handy janitorial staff to run entrance straight through to the final exam. Their ability to run the vault simulation is experimental, but more than adequate for the task. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Intruder, identify yourself.
You're the new Overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow.
Search complete. No. Detected.
There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of RADS.
Including death. Remain in the area. This notice requires
That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loras, head engineer, everyone think...
beginning pursuit.
I don't know. It'll be up to... I'll be here.
Overseer, I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud. And I'm simple. There might an ideal
Overseer. I do. Huh?
And why's that?
I think about Dr. Loris all the time, what he did, what he should have done. I'll admit my mind hasn't been on much else. But what do you expect me to do, huh? Submit to Loris and his team, you mean? Didn't expect this from you, Overseer. But I get it. The wind's gotta blow in one direction, just figured I'd be on the right end of it.
I'll go quietly.
Time for a long walk to Loris's office. All right, Loris. You win. Overseer's made a decision.
This isn't about who wins, Brass. This is about getting you the treatment you desperately need.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go.
It's always ugly choosing sides, but it's better than letting factions divide the vault.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations. Yes, back down in the...
It was all?
Yes,
Actually,
please stand clear. Please stand clear. Fire zone is now in free fire zone.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Name for the atomic atomic number of the metal little guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tech's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tech's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tech.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Not as much today, but that's just it. Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Just listen. What has gold always been used for in human history? Money. We could create our own currency. One with a legitimate authority backed by a real resource. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government. I doubt it. I think something must have gone wrong. The American government should have come to reclaim the gold. They should be here, but there's no point worrying about all that. We need to get into that vault ourselves, and more importantly, we need help to do it. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Not my first pick, but it's hard to argue with your point. Do me a favor. Talk to them both. Get all the options on the table.